Pastor YPJ wrecked my soul, talked about the danger of disconnection. And I had to do a personal assessment. See, because the truth is, you can be good at a thing and not be good while you're doing that thing. And the truth is, for many years, I have not been well. And I've kicked the can down the road over and over again. But some months ago, I began to re-engage in the process of healing and truth-telling about my own soul. Sometimes in faith communities, in church, they don't let you tell the truth of your condition. And when you produce like I produce, people can assume that you're well when you're not. The truth is, I'm excited to embark upon a journey that is going to culminate in being fully actualized and fully healthy as a man, as a husband, as a father. You know, I just really want God to unlock my complete potential, the potential of my manhood. And I see the war on men and on our minds and on our souls. The trauma from sexual abuse in my childhood, the generational setbacks, the examples that I didn't have, and other people as well. Those can be reasons why we arrive at a place, but they can't be an excuse to stay there. At some point, we're going to have to take personal responsibility. I find myself looking in the mirror in a way that I never have. Many of you have loved me through so many different seasons of my life. This past weekend was the final piece in a very quiet puzzle that only a few people in my life knew about, which is I had been battling with a level of darkness that no one knew. And it come to the point where suicidal ideations were becoming more clearly formulated. And I was thinking about how I could make it look like an accident. I wanted to make sure that my affairs were in order, that there was insurance in place for my wife and my kids, because I was in such a dark place. And I was in darkness because of a number of things. One of my therapists that I have been privileged to spend time with said that when you have a traumatic event in your life, there's something that can occur called a split. What happens in the split is, because you don't have the language or the understanding of what happened to you, you literally compartmentalize that, and you literally act like it's not there, and you just keep moving on, and you have to become something else. So now you have two people warring in the same space. And I don't know if other people have had to endure this. And over the past few years, I've started what should have been a lifelong journey of addressing some of these traumas. And when I study about the demoniac and how Jesus delivered him, the part that blows my mind is at the end where it says that the man was sitting and clothed and in his right mind. Beloved, I pray that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Soul prosperity is critical. And I've been fighting for everybody else my whole life. And I never felt worthy of freedom. I never felt worthy of wholeness. And this is why I tried to literally give everything back that God ever gave me. I answered the call, but the call didn't change my trauma. My trauma required an aggressive about face. I've always wanted to serve God. I've always wanted to be the man that God could be pleased with. But the truth is, I've been carrying so much weight for at least 38 years. The abuse started at 4. It happened at 4. And I didn't tell my own mother for 15 years because I was so afraid that it was my fault. So everything from identity to sexuality to processing relationships, all of it was skewed and tainted and broken. And I lived in a very dark place. And it's only by the grace of God that he is even allowing me to face these things. And there's a difference, again, between excuses and reasons. Excuses are the devil and this, that, and the third. And the truth is, everybody has things. But because of my own fear, because of my own shame, I attempted to run from the process. And I stopped doing the work, because there's work that has to be done. You can't just go to counseling for 3 months. You got to keep going. If it takes years, you got to go. But it's hard when you're the person that everybody's counting on for a word from God.